What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Okay, now. Okay, now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with the cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's Spot Show live stream. Don't know why it keeps. As soon as I start, it wants to kick me off. Oh, maybe I should take that as a sign or something. Anyway, yes, welcome to Spot Show live stream where we talk about things going on in today's world of professional wrestling, the sport of professional wrestling. Yes, I did make it home. Sorry, I am late. Uh, Man, it came a monsoon freaking flood, tsunami, whatever you want to call it. It came well, a couple towns over from where I live, Monroe, Georgia. As soon as I went through the downtown portion, it just started downpouring, and it is not let up. I can hear it right now. It's still raining, still thundering, still lightning, uh, all that good stuff. And I'm here in front of a computer screen with electricity around me. Yes, a little crazy. Not on drugs though, but just a little crazy. That's all. So yeah, if anybody who's in the Facebook chat or comments, we're gonna call it Facebook chat or the YouTube chat, let me know if you see me or not. Hello, Karen Poole. Said hello to begin with, but I got disconnected and came back on. Uh, so yeah, if see me on, let me know that you see me, hear me, and all that good stuff. Because it's saying I'm on. It says I'm on YouTube or Facebook and YouTube. So, uh, according to what I'm seeing, I am on Facebook. It's still a little fluttery, a little bit. I don't know about you, but hello, Brenda Watson. So yes, I guess people see me. People are waving at me. So yes, if you're on Facebook Live, YouTube, you know the whole spiel. Spiel. Help your boy out. Join me in the comments on Facebook. Join me in the chat on YouTube. Uh, Either give me your opinion on what's going on, or give me a friendly hello. You hear me now? Yes. Okay. Just like the Verizon commercial. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Verizon. Anyway, so yes, or just like I said, be friendly and say hello. Also, if you're not a subscriber, know what to do. Be a champ. Click on that subscribe button uh, on YouTube or follow me on Facebook. Actually, I prefer both. Um, but yeah, to help your boy out because I think they kind of cracking down on that as far as what I'm hearing. Uh, I've only heard a couple times, but I've not really seen it yet. I don't know if it's just for the people who are being monetized right now. Of course, I'm not yet, but supposedly they're not going to count a view anymore unless there's some kind of comment or a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs down. So so yes, really, so when I emphasize that, hey, click that like button, help your boy out, uh, still help your boy out, and of course, help me out. Tell your friends about me. Or if you like it, tell your friends about me. Don't come hang out with me on Thursdays and Friday nights, which I'm thinking about changing. I know I'm wasting way too much valuable time. I know I got cherry coke instead of water, but only thing I have cold. But yeah, tell your friends. Spread the word around. Tell them, come hang. If you don't, even if you don't want to watch any of my other content, man, check out. Come hang out with us on Thursday and Friday nights. But like I said, I'm thinking about change to Wednesday and Thursday. But um, let me talk to my peeps about that. See if Wednesday or Thursday be good for the live. It's really fun to do it Friday, especially the wrestling gold one, which I have no idea what we're watching as our watch along. It it look up on that again. I'll probably look it up later on, but other than that, man, let's get the show rolling here. As we all know, last week, the passing of a legend. Yes, he is a legend. He was a legend. Uh, I think somebody really hit the nail on the head. Um, he was the Babe Ruth of pro wrestling. Uh, Despite his faults and stuff like that, uh, and I've emphasized for 2 nights, Friday or last Thursday and Friday, that the reason wrestlers are making six figures or more, the Hulk Hogan. The reason wrestling is mainstream, you, s- you see them in movies sometimes, uh, or even star in movies, or even go to this movie premieres and they're not even a star. Um, because of Hulk Hogan. When you see stuff on like TMZ about wrestlers and stuff like that, Hulk Hogan, um, what's the phrase? Hopefully I'm saying the phrase right. He, I'm actually stealing from somebody too. He ran so everybody can walk, or listen, he displays that trail so everybody can just come on through. He paved that road. I wasn't going to get the line right, so I might as well go with the old shit. Um, he graded, paved that. Him and Vince graded, uh, rocked it, paved that road. That way, everybody else can drive on it. So, uh, but yes, we we know now what his cause of death is. I forgot what newspaper it was. Thank you to Brenda Watson who sent it to me. Shout out to her. All right, Hulk Hogan, legendary World Wrestling Entertainment wrestler and Hall of Famer, died of a heart attack caused by a form of leukemia. Can't read it. According to a medical examiner's report, dated July 30th, the report cites acute myocardial infarction. You think I'll be able to say that? I do got a I do got a diploma there in health information technology where we had to learn words that like that, but 15,000 anyway, as he called, yes, acute myocardial infarction as Hogan's cause of death. The report notes the heart attack was a consequence of atrial fibrillation and chronic lymphatic leukemia, or CLL. There have been no previous reporting confirming Hogan had cancer. CLL is a slow progressing cancer that can be treated, but it affects the immune system and can make it more difficult to recover from other infections, according to the Mayo. So yes, there have been reports that he was in bad health. Then I think Bo the Love Sponge came out and said, "Yeah, Hogan's in bad shape," but everybody kinda brushed it off, and supposedly there was some, like, uh, Jacques Rougeau, I think, was one of them who came out and, "Oh, yeah, I spoke to Hogan. You're doing fine." And it could have been one of those deals where, you know, his friends maybe called up. He might Bubba, they hadn't been friends since, which I call him Bubba the Cuck Sponge. Um, uh, they haven't been speaking terms since that, infamous leaked videotape. Leaked it. Anyway, I digress. But I guess somehow he found out he was in bad shape, but it could have been, like I said, one of those deals where people had, his friends might call, and when he talked to him, it's like, "Brother, I'm all right. I'm all right, brother. Good to go." So it could have been one of those deals. I can easily see that. A lot of love us guys are like that. We can have our arm like hanging off the damn shoulder by a vertebrae or whatever, and we'll be like, "Oh, it's all right, brother. Put a band-aid on it." We probably won't say brother. Dude, all good. Take take a take a I take Advil. It'll feel better. Joe King, what's up? Or did I already say what's up? But yep. So heart attack through leukemia. What he what he passed away. Again, rest in peace. Condolences go to the family and friends of one Hulk Hogan. All right. Let's see. Let's skip to some AEW talk. Let's see. Tony Khan. He said backstage operations at All Elite Wrestling are reportedly undergoing a notable shift. A new report suggests AEW has adopted a more conventional production format behind the scenes, and Tony Khan is now leading formal pre-show meetings ahead of television broadcast. Huh? Actually, starting to listen to other people, sort of being organized. According to Brian Alvarez of F4WOnline.com, the promotion has quietly introduced a actual production actual production meetings, bringing together top agents, commentators, and other key personnel to collectively discuss plans before the show begins. Alvarez revealed that this move towards structure was made several months ago, marking a change in Khan's earlier, more informal approach. Previously, Khan was known to hold scattered one-on-one or small group meetings throughout the day, which he considered to be his version of production meetings. Tony Khan's production meetings was, well, I go and I meet with these guys and I go meet with these guys. He just did these meetings throughout the day. That was what he considered production meetings, Alvarez said. Other people were like, that's not a production meeting. So the of this is, of late, he actually is now doing production meetings. The timing of the eternal adjustment comes as AEW ramps up preparations for a major stretch of programming, including the highly anticipated AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door event set for August 24th in London, England. Well, I mean that's a something, you know, it's a right direction you want to go to, something, actual production meetings, being more organized, uh, so everybody kind of be on the same page of, especially production stuff and your agents and stuff like that. That way, so many times we've seen the camera miss like big moments and stuff like that all the time. Even all in pay per view, they kind of miss a bunch of stuff. But and one thing that hits me is like a few months after Jay Briscoe passed away in a car accident, his uh, one daughter, I think her legs were broken and stuff like that. So they brung so a few months later when they was actually ready to make an appearance on television, uh, they had Jay's daughter come out. Well, the camera pointed to the stands, to people in the stands. I'm like, no, 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 no. We want to see what the fans are seeing. We want to see this little girl, walk again. To see that she's fine. She can get around. She's okay and all that. She's not gonna have to be in a wheelchair. But they totally missed it. That person, but people should know better than that. But I don't know who pushed the button on that one. But so yeah, this this is good news. They're wanting to be more organized, or at least Tony Khan trying to lead them into being more organized. Now, what you need to do, Tony Khan, is hire you actual, if you want to call it booker or uh, chief creative officer or the head of creation. You want to actually hire somebody that's not you. Come in and since you are the boss, you sign the paychecks. You go to your talent and go, hey, he's the head of creation, or she's the head of creation. Depends on who you hire. I mean, you can hire a Bully Ray, or you can hire a Lita. I mean, if she was wanting to be a booker or anything like that. I haven't heard any kind of news if she's ever thought about it. Missy Hyatt, I think she's mentioned it a bunch of times. I don't think she's into that anymore. Not sure. Don't quote me on that one. But hire somebody like that and tell all the men and women, tell your talent, hey, but he or she says goes, and allow them to hire like like you already got plenty of agents and stuff like that. They can put in their 2 cents, work together, um, and create probably good storylines. Uh, format match, not really format the whole match, but have an ending. Get with them, learn how to build to that ending, to tell a story, uh, except without having the usual stuff. And that's for everybody. That's not just for main talent. That's for everybody. So that that's more organized. Uh, Probably will help your stars get over more by doing that. I mean, you got a good. I mean, what's the latest ratings? I think I- isn't AEW still pretty much average 600,000 views. Not, I mean, that could be counting also Max, but I think I already said stuff about Max on that one. About Max on that one. Streaming services are not kind of keen to that, especially when there's like Netflix and YouTube, and there's everybody else. Max has some good programming. Some of them you just gotta like let it go. But but yeah, like I said, this is a step in the right direction. Hopefully somebody says, you need to hire somebody. You need to hire somebody. I don't know who, but I don't even, me being just a fan saying that. I'm pretty sure there's other people like Dutch Mantel and Jim Cornette and Bruce Pritchard. I don't listen to the programming stuff. I do listen to Dutch. Dutch is pretty good. I'm pretty sure Stevie Richards said something about it. Everybody's had a podcast. I'm pretty sure that said the same thing. It's, you know, those are the people you want to listen to. If they're saying it, you might want to listen. Not want to sit there and be like, oh, you know what? I need to think about hiring a chief creative officer, whatever you want to call the person, head booker. I said, wherever you want to call that person. All right. Speaking of WWF and former, former well, the owner, people who uh, made one big went from this original company to a $1 billion business. Vince McMahon. A new report has surfaced revealing that former WWE chairman Vince McMahon was involved in a serious car accident last week in Connecticut, just hours before the news broke of Hulk Hogan's sudden passing. The crash occurred around 9 a.m. on Thursday on Route 15 in Westport, according to the police crash report. The man's 2024 Bentley struck the rear of a 2023 BMW 430 while traveling northbound. The impact sent this vehicle into a wooden beam guardrail at the median. Debris from the accident flew into the southbound lane where it was hit by a passing Ford Fusion. Oh my! The collision was forceful enough to trigger the airbags in both the Bentley and BMW. Thankfully, all three drivers involved were wearing seatbelts and no injuries were reported. Due to the damage, all three vehicles had to be towed from the scene, and officials know that approximately 30 feet of the guardrail had been destroyed. As a result of the crash, McMahon has been cited with a misdemeanor summons for reckless driving and following too closely. He is scheduled to appear in court later next month. So, that how fast they say he was going. But let's get out. This is a kind of we can kind of chat about this a little bit. If anybody's listened to Sheen reviews and stuff like that, pretty sure Vince McMahon, you can say, comes from a long line of people in the wrestling business who has one speed in a car, and that's as fast as it will go. Uh, I think Jim Cornette, Bruce Pritchard, somebody else, they've all had stories about Vince's driving. Nobody really wanted to ride with Vince if he was driving. Uh, and one of the names that comes to my mind, as far as people who when they drive, they drove pretty fast. That's Harley Race. There's been numerous stories about Harley Race's driving. I mean, unfortunately, watched The Dark Side of the Ring and said he used to be kind of this bad weather or something like that. Kind of was careful, like a careful driver till accident happened and it wound up almost ended his career, but it wound up taking away his wife and unborn child in that accident. So after that, yeah, I think it happened on Christmas, if I remember correctly. Chat me up in the comments and uh, chat on that one if y'all remember or not. But after that, he came hell on wheels, I guess you can say, of somebody who it's like there's two, 2 or 3 pedals on the floor. The gas pedal stays down the whole time. Less they got to stop. And what's so funny about Harley Race and his driving? I mean, I don't remember who said. I want to say it was Vader or something like that. But he would always have his hand. Y'all can see it like that. So your job, if you're a passenger in vehicle that Harley Race is driving, you have a job. Your job is to make sure there's a open beer in this hand, cup like that, and a cigarette going out the right, but a cigarette through here, beer right there. A lit cigarette, open beer. As soon as one was empty or one was smoked up, you replace it quickly. Ain't got time to waste. He's got to go. But yeah, he was. They say he was a pretty reckless driver as well. Um, there's one on tip of my tongue. But yeah, I want to say Jerry Lawler was a little reckless. He had. And you got to think this is during the territory days where you pretty much drove everywhere. The Memphis loop was what uh, Memphis, Nashville, Louisville, Evansville, and back in Memphis for Saturday taping. If I remember that right. So they get done, they hop in the car. I don't think Jerry Lawler was. I don't think he drink beer. He liked Coca Colas and hamburgers. So for him, it'll be I don't know how you do that. He would drive like this, and you have to have a hamburger right here and Coke right here. Maybe I don't digress. But yeah, a lot of these wrestlers would 55 miles an hour would be a suggestion. They're not doing it. It is because I think a lot of the older cars that they drove probably back in that time, they would only register at 85 miles per hour. Now that I think someone truck I have goes like well, never mind. Yeah, it goes 160. You got the digital part, and you got the actual hand going over. But so yeah, they kick it in high gear and hit the road. They got a town to go into, probably catch a nap, get up, breakfast, gym, arena, show, wrestle, back into the vehicle, go. Probably have to do some laundry somewhere in between there, then and there. Uh, gosh, who's that other wrestler who was synonymous with bad driving? Google. That. I was going to do that. I guess I should have done it yesterday. But the one that kind of gets me the most is Harley or Harley. I said Harley Race and the stories people told about him as well. Uh, I've had stories of me being a passer with this. It wasn't wrestlers. Those is I know I was living in Swanee at the time. Yeah, I think Swanee at the time. A friend of mine lived in uh, Stockbridge. She was going to come over, and she says she'll be there in 30 minutes. I'm like, you ain't been here. You can't get here in no 30 minutes. Sure enough, about because she was like, yeah, time me. I was like, all right, tell me when to go. She's like, I'm backing out my driveway. So yeah, what time? Let's just say it was 8 o'clock, about 8:35, 8:36. I'm here. Like, ain't no flipping way. There's no flipping way. Then I actually rode with her one time, and I think that's where I lost some of my hair, probably the majority of my hair. I see why she was able to make it to Stockbridge, Georgia, 20 in 30 minutes. That was that was crazy. Who's ready for some SummerSlam predictions? Sorry, folks, I'm kind of going all over the map here, or not all over my notes. I did not have it formatted what I'm going to talk about first, and of course I'm on my way home. Got posted up on my personal Facebook of the cause of death. Brendan Watson did the cause of death of Hulk Hogan, so I had to put that on there. Here we go. Time for some SummerSlam predictions. So yes, this Saturday, August 2nd, and Sunday, August 3rd, uh, WWE presents SummerSlam to 2025 at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 2 nights, which not really a fan of. I will admit I am not a fan of the 2 night SummerSlam. I can understand if it was 2 nights of WrestleMania. Uh, but yeah, WrestleMania, understand. SummerSlam, they're talking about uh, what else? Survivor Series or something like that, or Royal Rumble 2 nights. That's what we're about to find out. I'm gonna lay on my predictions here, but yeah, not too much of a not not gonna be a fan of this 2 night summer. I'll be honest. So let's see. For night one, I'm not really. I don't know the match lineup, so this could be out of order. Uh, Actually, sort of did try and predict the match order as well. I don't know why. I get crazy like that sometimes. All right. So for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez take on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I would honestly like to see Flair and Bliss win this, but how long does they say Liv Morgan's gonna be out? For that? 3 to 4 months, maybe 6 months. Hmm. And it's not like can't they can't put the see. I'm thinking they probably keep the belts on Rodriguez and Roxanne, just for maybe put an angle having Liv Morgan involved. But and fans seem to totally dig Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. this okay, this one I might be wrong for this, but I'm gonna say the Judgment Day holds on. I mean, like I said, I would like to see. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Flair and Bliss wins it, but and because they're very very popular. Obviously, if you've seen Evolution and been watching SmackDown the last few weeks, they are very popular. So I can see them winning, uh, but I almost want because it's not like they Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair can win them, then uh, Raquel and Roxanne can get them back, and they don't really need the belts to. They really, yeah, I don't think they really need the belts to uh, have an angle with Liv Morgan, but it'll be the belts are kind of keeping Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez together. So yeah, I'm trying in my mind. We might right now. Let me let me kind of think about that. But uh, right now, I'm gonna say Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez hold on to the belts. And we got Sami Zayn and Karrion Cross. Karrion Cross has to win this one. It's not a. I hate to be the mark of all marks and stuff like this. Be one of those people, but Karrion Cross has to win this. He has to win this one so Zayn can say Cross was right. I mean, only way they can really get out of it if Sami Zayn does lose his shit and you know, beats Karrion Cross with a pipe or whatever. And see, he could still do that, and Karrion Cross gets the DQ win. But as you know, Zayn's like beating him and beating him and beating him. Um, Sami Zayn's just like I say, he just loses his shit, and loses his cool and everything, and keeps shouting, "Cross, you're right. Cross was right." Or something like that. So I can see them doing that. That way, Sami ain't got to take a pinfall loss. That's one of Trips' boys, and you give Karrion Cross the victory, but and you also say, he got the moral victory by saying, "Hey, he did say, uh, make Zayn lose his shit and say Cross was right." Of course, as Sami Zayn wins, Cross must say, "I was wrong." Like I said, Cross either by pinfall or, like I said, the causing a disqualification. He beats him with a chair or some kind of object or something like that, causing a disqualification. Um, that's about the only way that Sami can escape the pinfall. But either way, Karrion Cross has to win this one. That's one of those. That is my he has to win situation. It's not a must win. It's not a wanna win, or it's not a might win. It's not a wanna win. It's a must win situation. It's from one of those baseball movies. All right. I can. Okay, if it was just Randy and Drew, I'm down with it. If it was Randy with somebody else, teaming against Drew and Logan, all into it. But I don't care for I mean, he's got a couple good songs. Um, discuss cinnamon roll, but so it's gonna be Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Put it on paper, Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul should win this one. I think they're gonna give the fans a little yay moment, uh, and let Randy and Jelly Roll win this one. Give them a little bit of a hooray moment. But like I said, on paper, Drew and Logan should win. It's not that if you've heard me talk about even Logan Paul, I'm not that big on him being, but at least he put the work in and he does have good matches. You got to give him that. You gotta give Logan Paul that. So Logan, you know, he gets a pass. Jelly Roll, oh gosh. If you ever wonder what it might be for me to be a wrestler in the ring, I think we're gonna have a showcase of that when Jelly Roll gets tagged. Oh my gosh. So yeah, just for the you know, not really a feel good moment, just a happy moment. See Randy Orton and Jelly Roll win. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I imagine so. I guess he lost his passport. And yes, if I try to go to another country and I lost my passport, guess what? I'm not getting on that flight. They will not let me on that flight to go to another country. Vice versa, if I go to another country and I lose my passport, um, I think there's ways. I'm sure there's ways with today's technology. I don't know what the total steps to follow, but I'm pretty sure they found out. Yeah, you do got a passport. Somehow we'll get you a copy and whatnot. But yeah, I guess he lost his passport. I know how they're trying to frame this. I'm pretty sure he's not the first wrestler this to happen to. I mean, in the last 20 years, uh, we've heard about the Canadian wrestlers, Mexican wrestlers, European wrestlers, uh, for having to go back home. Like I said, it's been within 20 years or whatever. Um, you heard wrestlers had to go back home for a little bit because their visas ran out and they get their visas reissued. Now, I think I would always make if I started doing this thing, I would always be like, man, do they talking about freaking $1 billion company, $1 billion company? Make sure uh, your talent has their visas in order. But I digress. I think it's just in his case, it was just a mistake. He must got lost somewhere. But I'm sure pretty sure he'll make it back. We got Jay Carhill versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany is going in the champion, but I don't think she's going to be walking out as champion. I'm going with Jay Carhill on this one. Wouldn't be surprised if something happens and Tiffany does keep it, but um, I'm going with Jade on this particular one. They kind of been building her up and everything. I can see if uh, Naomi didn't cash in at Evolution on EO and on the EO and Rhea match, but then she got involved in this match. I could have seen that, but and maybe, cash it in, then wind up pinning Jade Cargill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure on SmackDown they'll, if they get if Drew can't be back, I can almost see them just having a singles match with Randy and Logan and Jelly Roll being uh, just escorting Randy to the ring. Maybe special referee, I don't, or they might team somebody else with Logan Paul. Maybe The Miz or somebody like that. Just throw somebody out there in the last minute. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, again, TKO is a $1 billion company. I'm pretty sure they got ways they can talk to the government and say, "Hey, that is Drew McIntyre. He just lost his passport. We can make this work, can we? How many zeros you want on that? We cash back." Yeah, that's an interesting question. Didn't expect that question. I heard about it. I should have, like I said, been kind of a busy week. Should have kind of looked that up and see if he was back. Probably look it up here in a minute. All right, so yeah, I'm penciling it or I'm highlighting Jake Carhill to win this one, and cheapy time is give you time to go to bed for a while. Um, but hey, she's still young in her career. Uh, I'm pretty sure this is not going to be the last women's championship Tiffany Stratton will or reign she'll ever have. All right, and we got Gunther versus Drew McIntyre for Gunther's WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to go with Gunther. Um, if you had asked me for Saturday night's main event who would win this one, I would have picked CM Punk. Then have the Punk and Gunther match. We did a promo on that one or the cinnamon roll. But like I said, if Seth Rollins hadn't got hurt, I would say CM Punk. Then Seth Rollins comes in and cashes in. But got a feeling that maybe Braun and Bronson might uh, they probably won't interfere. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Punk does win and holds it for a little bit until Seth does come back. I mean, Seth's going to be out for a few months as well. But once he comes back, you know, that's what he'll do. He'll do that surprise cash in because they probably won't announce he's ready to come back or anything. They'll try and keep that as hidden as well as possible. Oh, not wrestling Drew, but oh Logan. Well, I mean, storyline purposes, is did bring Logan Paul in, right? then turn against him. uh, All that mess. But yeah, I think Gunther's going to keep it this time. I don't see a reason to take it off of him unless you just want to. Yeah, I'll just keep Gunther winning this one. Maybe Braun and Bronson might interfere. Maybe they'll just keep it fair and square. Now I said Gunther versus CM Punk. That's it. Now you're. I said yeah, Gunther versus will keep it get CM Punk unless unless I mean, could you imagine if they bring out Seth Rollins in like a wheelchair or something like that? Have Punk win, do something crazy. Have Punk win. Uh, then here comes Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. They beat down CM Punk, wheel out Seth Rollins, and then have Seth Rollins one leg come in, pin CM Punk, and be the world champion. I can't really that's really is a far fetched idea. But like I said, if Seth Rollins hadn't got hurt, then I would have said CM Punk will win this just so Rollins would cash in. But I think they'll just keep it on Gunther. Gunther. And I'm pretty sure this might be the main event of night one of SummerSlam. Roman Reigns teaming with cousin Jay Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I'm just gonna go with Roman Reigns and Jay Uso. Keep it simple. Uh, Spear from Reigns, Uso splash. 1, 2, 3. I think originally wasn't this supposed to have been Jay Uso and Bronson Reed? What somebody said. One of those. It was the internet who said it, so it gotta be true. All right. Now let's go to night two. Two, two, two. Like I said, now I was thinking probably the one match that will start the SummerSlam night two would be. I was thinking it has to be the Naomi Rhea Ripley Io Sky match, but well, I was like, well, you got that cage match. Maybe they want to put that cage match in and kind of get that out of the way. So yeah, still cage match for the WWE United States Championship. Solo Sikoa, the champion, going against Jacob Fatu. I'm going with Solo again. I think they'll find a way inside the cage. Even though it's supposed to be no way anybody get in or anything like that. But the blood, or I forgot what, it's not the bloodline. What it's called, something else now. I forgot off my head, but I'm pretty sure his guys would come in and help out old Solo and through Jacob Fatu. You think maybe Breaker pinning Jay Uso? I mean, that's quite possible. I mean, it's one of those things that wouldn't shock me. But Braun and Bronson's kind of like beating them both down. Good gosh, Bronson stole the man's shoes, took the shoes off his feet, said, "Hey, these are mine now." I think they did things like that. Where was he from? Australia? I think they did things like that. Or New Zealand. Yes, he's Australian. Yeah, I think did that kind of thing in Australia. Yeah, I mean, it would. I mean, it's not going to hurt Roman any. It'll kind of give him something to talk about. Because these days it's more about, hey, you can say you pinned Roman Reigns, even though it's in a tag match. I'd rather give Breaker the win in a singles match against Roman and not a tag match. But something tells me it's like, they already did the beating them down a couple times, and now it's time to, you know, babyface get their uh, one up on them. Could be. I said that wouldn't definitely would not surprise me if Breaker and Bronson Reed wins. But anyway, all right. In a three-way match it's a triple threat match for the WWE Women's World Championship. The champion Naomi defending against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Say Naomi wins this one. Think it'll hurt uh, Io or Ripley at this point. They're both like hugely popular. At this point, I almost don't think Rhea needs a belt. Io, people like Io. People like her matches. I don't think her not being the champion right now is not going. I'm pretty sure down the road, some other time, Rhea will be either a world or women's champion. the Raw champion or the SmackDown champion, same as Io Sky. Um, yeah, stole the man's shoes. Mega Breaker will break out the Sharpies. Yeah, it was Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed uh, stole Roman Reigns' shoes. Yeah, I think Naomi's gonna let her hold it for a little bit longer. We got a TLC match. A six-pack tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. The champions, the Wyatt Six, Dexter Loomis and Joe Gracie, versus Andrade and Ray Phoenix, DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, Axiom and Nathan Frazier, the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, and the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. Montez Ford is going to show out, uh, as well as Shelley and Sabin. I'm pretty sure they're going to pull out some unique offense off the tables, ladders, and chairs. Uh, Phoenix will. I think Phoenix going to show out. This is kind of a hard one to decide because they kind of been, I want to say, hot potato the WWE Tag Championship. Um, yeah, I'm stumped on this one. This should be a pretty good match, though. Know, being a gimmick match and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll stick with the Wyatt Six. There's a few more of them than there is everybody else. And everybody else be kind of fighting amongst each other. I'll stick with the Wyatts, Dexter Loomis, and Joe Gracie, or Joe Gacy. Excuse me. And we got for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, Becky Lynch versus Lara Valkyria. Uh, if Lynch wins, Valkyria can no longer challenge for the title as long as Lynch is the champion. Now, Lyra's uh, uh, Lyra wanted a no disqualification, count out, last chance match, or yeah, no disqualification, no count out. So that's what Lyra wanted. Becky wanted if she won, uh, she can Valkyria can no longer challenge. I say Becky Lynch keeps it, and Lyra go off to do other things. All right, for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, Dominic Mysterio, the champion, versus AJ Styles. You know what? I know Dominic's probably going to pull it off, but just for really hopeful thinking, nothing against Dominic. I do like Dominic. Uh, he, the fucker's growing on me. As long as yeah, that's one of those. Anyone can win. There's no really strong team. Like I said, it's going to be a good showcase. I think, like I said, Ford's going to show out. Phoenix is going to show out. Uh, Machine Gun's going to show out. They're going to do some cool shit. Hell, even DIY is gonna do some cool shit. Hell, Dexter and Gacy might do some cool shit too. Might see a lot of cool shit, I think. But, yeah, Dominique versus AJ, I really do think Dominique's gonna kinda pull it off, but I'm just gonna predict AJ's gonna win for the hell of it, 'cause kinda want I really do want AJ to win. This is his last run, um, before he retires. Let him at least be an Intercontinental Champion for a little bit. Dominique, he's got more years, more Intercontinental Championship wins and US title reigns he's gonna have. Hey, maybe a world champion one day, maybe. His dad was one. Recently we see I mean, nothing against Jey Uso, but, uh, Dominique's got a lot of years left, but I think it could be one of those deals where AJ's like, I I'll, I'll put over the kid, but like I said, this is, I just think it'd be cool if AJ wins this one. And I kinda do know that Dominique's probably gonna win since AJ did pin him in that, mixed persons tag match on Monday, but still. It's one of those yeah, for the record, yeah, Dominique's gonna win, but I'm just gonna call AJ because why not? Alright, and last but not least, a street fight for the undisputed WWE. John Cena defending against Cody Rhodes. Street fight, undisputed championship. That means other people can come out and help John Cena. Hey, everybody's 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 gonna be in Jersey. Both brands. Cody's got friends too, so he'll have backup. And I think that's what the building this up to. So I'm gonna say Cody gets his belt back. Um, yeah, I don't think so. I think I mean, like I said, it'll be like that. Yeah, I'll put over the kid, but I think Dom's gonna be okay even if he loses. He can win it back either from AJ or somebody else. Like I said, Dominic's still young. He's hitting his stride right now. He's about to um what do you call it? I mean, Dominic hasn't peaked yet, but he's getting there. He's getting there really quick. Um, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? But yeah, like I said, I think Dom be fine if he loses this one. AJ, of course, is gonna be fine if he loses this one. Like I said, in a heart of hearts, I know Dominic's gonna win. I'm just gonna say it just for why not? Because you really do want to see AJ win. Like I said, this is last run probably. He's already said he's not gonna sign another contract. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Father Time is catching up on him. He's had a couple of injuries. That's that's kind of sidelined him. Like I said, Dom is not in his prime yet. but he's getting there. He's going to get there. And like I said, he's going to have more IC title reigns, probably a US title reign at one sometime. Um, and like I said, maybe just a short run as a. Right now, I can almost see like a short run as a WWE champion, world champion, or undisputed champion. Maybe. I mean, it won't be a long reign. It'd be like a Jey Uso's reign. And yeah, I think AJ can give him that match. And like I said too, it's his last run. I'm pretty sure AJ's like, I'll put over this kid. I don't care. I'll put over him, then set me up somebody else. This has been a pretty good program. I mean, pretty entertaining short program. If you've watched it played out, but like I said, uh, AJ's going or Dom. Okay, I'm 95% sure Dom's going to win. I'm just going to put that. So ain't no, not going to lose like betting. Uh, sorry, my phone. But yeah, go with that. And yeah, the main event: John Cena, Cody Rhodes. Yep, it's yes, it's a big thing. Might be it. According to internet rumors, which though are always true, might be seeing a double switch. Cody going heel and Cena going babyface. Now I can almost see something happening, as in Cody wins, you get the whole smiles, everybody kind of gets involved. Um, Cody wins, as fair it can be in a street fight. Uh, People start attacking Cody, whoever, Rock or whoever, and Cena helps him out. That way he can go the rest of the year being a babyface. Go back to being a babyface. Say, look, I just did what I had to do to win. Uh, this is teaching you a lesson, Cody. Sometimes you gotta do that. Don't lose sight of what some kind of little sentimental shit. Don't lose sight of who you are, because I'm momentarily did, and this is my last, my last few matches here. But yeah, now I mean, on the flip side of that, I mean, who if Cody doesn't win this one, Cody loses, and I think Cody's to the point. Does he really need the belt? Maybe. As Cody was losing some fan support towards the end there, right before he lost to John Cena. Yeah, a little bit. In that match, I mean, it wasn't really. I mean, Cena did get a pop when he won, so I see. Cody just not really big, but being that top star that's always gonna be on your big cards, um, then you I mean, who would you build up based on? Alright, Zane's a talented dude, popular, but I, for one, would not be, uh yeah, I'd probably boo at the prospect. He might one day, of course, but you already done Sami Zayn or, John Cena and Randy Orton. I'd s Most like to see them possibly have a rematch and have Randy Orton beat John Cena, be that last person to beat. But, like I said, um, LA Knight, eh, he is what he is. He's okay. I mean, I don't mind. I'm not a hater on LA Knight, but I'm not, like, a huge fan of his. I mean, I think biggest little catchphrases, "Yeah," and all that, but, you know, I watched him the whole time he was Eli Drake, so or parts of Eli Drake when he was in TNA and NWA. But, yep, that's my predictions. Yeah, I'm not gonna change my mind on the Judgment Day Charlotte Flair match or Judgment Day Charlotte Flair Alexa Bliss match. Gonna change my mind. I'll probably get half these wrong anyway. But hey, it's fun to think these things through. But yeah, I mean, if there's one match that where hey, there must be he must win this match, it's the Karrion Kross, Sami Zayn match. All the other ones, I mean, I think Jade Cargill, she might be fine if she loses. Uh, the Randy Orton Jelly Roll, Drew McIntyre Logan Paul match. It's just a attraction match. Um, I am really thinking about changing that Gunther CM match though. Let CM Punk be champion till see if we now according to so Seth Rollins is expected to be out for an extended period due to a knee injury he sustained recently. While he doesn't have a firm timeline, he anticipates a significant absence from in-ring competition. competition. Rollins himself described the feeling his knee popped and buckled after landing from a move. He is scheduled for further medical evaluations to determine full extent. While Rollins is unsure of a return date, he mentioned WrestleMania 42 as a potential. That's that. So maybe August. See CM Punk maybe winning. Maybe if Seth Rollins eyeing WrestleMania 42, maybe a cash in at the Royal Rumble. Then I mean, not I mean, simple run in, cash in, win it, kind of still stay, and that, be on screen, of course, to build up WrestleMania and figure out who he's going to be wrestling. Then be 100% ready come WrestleMania 2. Uh, that was going. That was probably going to bug me. I think that about does it for this evening's Spot Show live stream. Yes, like I said, sorry I was a little late. Coming from Lumpkin. Have I ever been to Lumpkin? Not Lumpkin County, Georgia. Lumpkin, Georgia. Don't make plans to be there because there's nothing to see there. Nothing. Nothing. Wind up staying at the La Quinta, and so I had to drive an hour away from the site. So, anyway, uh, anything else? Did anything I forget? We'll go back and talk about. Didn't. Yeah, that wraps it up for this evening. Hopefully, everybody enjoying themselves. Like I said, boy out. Leave a if you're watching this on not the live feed but the recorded feed, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Hey, Ray, full of shit. CM Punk's winning that belt. Jay or I already said Jake. Rhea Ripley, mommy, she's gonna win her match. Or just say hello. So hit that thumbs up button. And like I said, share this with friends, family, and whoever. Person you meet standing in line at the grocery store. That's cool. Tell them come hang out uh, on Thursday nights and Friday nights. Like I said, of course, when you spend a lot of time on the road, you have a lot of time to think to yourself. I've kind of thought about maybe doing a spot show on Wednesday, then doing Wrestling Gold Thursday night. Um, but like I said, we'll see. It's not like a uh, etched in stone type deal. Kind of figure out, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, well, I'll figure it out one day. Anyway, uh, hopefully everybody has a great Friday. Folks, take it easy. Have a good one. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now, don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one.